So, the vast majority of men are terrible at self-regulating. There, that's it. That's the takeaway. Men, vast majority, there's a few exceptions, but men are terrible at self-regulating. I see this a lot, especially as it relates to relationships, managing conflict. So typically, men will, when faced with conflict, they'll blow up or they'll constrict and totally shut down. Or my personal favorite, they'll make it all about them. They'll make it all about me, become the victim, take up space. Those are the three sort of options that typically happen in conflict. An alternative would be self regulation. And self regulation, in its most fundamental form, is just resiliency, this ability to bounce back from challenge like relationship conflict. This typically starts, and we learn this when we're in childhood, but for many of us, we kind of miss that window for lots of reasons. So, the task here is to practice how to self regulate. I often say we want to out self regulate our partners. That's the goal. We want to learn how to out self regulate our partners. So, three of my favorite practices to develop self regulation skills is number one, mindfulness, just being present. So, instead of getting caught up on what's happening externally, we're turning this attention, this inward awareness to like monitor our body, become aware of what our emotions are, just being present with our moment to moment experience. So that's number one. Number two, cognitive reframing, which is just a fancy way of saying seeing the situation differently. And so some examples might be just to remind yourself, like, oh, like my partner had a really hard day, or this isn't all about me, or maybe this, like, oh, this is an opportunity to practice self-regulation, something like that. So it's taking, again, getting out of the content of what's happening and kind of, you know, seeing it from a little different angle, different opportunity or a different way of understanding. um, the last one is just reminding yourself of what's important, your values. Like, would you rather be right, or would you rather be in a healthy, productive relationship? So getting clear, maybe like, what kind of man do you want to be, how do you want to show up in relationship, and focusing on that, what's important, again, not sort of like the content of what's going on in the situation. So people who learn how to do this, people who can do this, they have better esteem, they have more confidence, they're more flexible, they're more resilient, they can persist through difficulty. Their quality of life is better. They're happier. This is an important fundamental skill. And I invite you to continue to practice and learn how to self regulate. As always, if I can support you in that process, shoot me an email, book a session, send me a text, whatever. If not, if I don't hear from you, good luck. You got everything you need. Until next time.